You know who I hate in pro wrestling? I hate Eva Marie. You want to know why? Because Eva Marie has no talent. She is talentless. She can't speak. She can't wrestle. The only thing she has going for her are her looks, which in the next few years, those things are probably going to fade away because she's 31 years old. Now, unless somehow she is granted with somehow eternal, youth or something, and her looks don't fade. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. If she's going to be the top star in WWE in the next 4 or 5 years, I mean, I think Trish Stratus was like 32 when she retired. So she bet they look if they're going to start pushing this Eva Marie, and I think WWE really wants to push Eva Marie as a top diva, top woman in the company. They want her to be the champion. They want her to be a baby face. This whole thing's ridiculous, and it's sick. It just sickens me that they want to push somebody who is 31 years old, who has no wrestling ability and can't talk. It's ridiculous. I mean, okay, if she at least could speak, fine. The only thing she's good at really is just being hated. That people hate her. She walks out there, she gets heat. That's it. She can't speak though. She can barely talk. She's like a robot. She is an airhead. She's an airhead, and WWE needs to stop with pushing these women who, you could say, oh, she's like Sable. I agree, there is some similarities to Sable. Sable couldn't wrestle. She couldn't really talk that well either, but she had a little bit more charisma and personality compared to Eva Marie. Plus, she could show tons of skin. She could show off her breasts and all this stuff. And in WWE, back then it was fine because of, the lay of the land. It was TV-14. So, but now you can't do that kind of stuff. Sure, she can come out there and wear revealing outfits when she wrestles, but that's all she can do. She's not going to wear bikinis or thongs and stuff like that. It's not going to happen. So unless WWE changes from TVPG to TV-14, which isn't going to happen. Eva Marie is not going to be over like they want her to be. And WWE needs to come to the realization on this, and I hope they do soon. Can you imagine Eva Marie as she's like the worst wrestler of all time, man. She is the worst. She's the worst wrestler in WWE of all time. Worse, in my opinion, than the Great Khali. Because I remember people saying, "Oh, Great Khali, he was, he had some good matches with the Undertaker." So obviously, Eva Marie is worse than Great Khali, and WWE wants her to be the champion. They want her to be the Divas champion. And can you imagine if Eva Marie was a Divas champion when you have women like Paige and Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks and Charlotte on the main roster, and she's the champion, and she's a babyface? They don't want her to be a heel. I know in NXT right now she's a heel. That's just because she's in front of the Full Sail crowd. She's in front of a lot of smart marks. But if she's, wrestling in, let's say, Greenville, South Carolina, will she get booed as much? Probably not. She probably will get booed, but won't be as extreme as the Full Sail crowd for NXT. So, is Eva Marie going to? My prediction: will she end up really winning the Divas Championship? Will she end up winning it? I say yes, because WWE is dumb. They're stupid. They're moronic that they think that this woman. And look, you look at her. Sure, of course, you think that she would make a good Divas champion just because of her look, but that's not. You got to have more than that, and it's been proven. It's like having when Sable was the women's champion. She barely wrestled. It was a disaster when it came to actual wrestling matches. At the time, it was fine just because it was the Divas division at the time, the women's division, in 98, 99, whatever the hell she held the title. It wasn't based on wrestling. It was based on looks. 100% it was based on looks, and they hardly ever had matches. And the matches they had were horrible because of who was wrestling in them. Deborah and and Sable and and even some of the women at the time were they were handicapped, like Ivory and stuff like that. They were handicapped by having to wrestle Sable, and they couldn't do anything really. So Eva Marie, WWE, in my opinion, just need to cut their losses. You should just fire her. In my opinion, just fire Eva Marie. She can go on, do her stupid modeling stuff, whatever, or go to TNA or Lucha Underground or whatever. I mean, TNA obviously maybe not because you do kind of have to wrestle if you're a woman, but whatever, If she's go like Lucha Underground, be like a valet or something, and or just do it. I don't think she would even go to. I don't think if she got fired. I think she would just try to become an actress or something, And I think there's a certain type of acting she'd be better off doing. To be honest with you, I'm not going to mention what it is. I think you get what I'm saying.